No. Stop it.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerd Code Podcast, the podcast reviews of movies and talks and nerd shit. This is episode 378, and as always, is the nerd you here to host the show. Along with my wonderful co-host, Young Yoda.
Sup, everybody. Welcome to the show where we talk about scary movies.
Scary movies. Scary movies all October. Oh, he didn't like that one? You didn't like me going, damn it, Daisy. Dixie.
Yeah. Shut up.
Dixie didn't like my evil maniacal laugh.
Oh, no, well. Apparently not.
No, oh well. But I hope everyone's having a good day. As always, we're back for another review. And today, we've got our second review of Horror Month. It's my first pick. And I cheated here. This is part of my 75 Films from Asia list. And it just so happens that it was a horror movie. So it worked out in our end at the end. So let's go. Today we are reviewing The Wailing, but most importantly, I gotta ask my friend, how are you doing, bro?
Doing well.
Yeah?
Doing all right. I felt a bit sick today, but I'm good.
Yeah. It's nothing like flu-like symptoms, right?
Nah, just stomach. Sometimes,
okay,
like Mondays, like my stomach just acts up on Mondays. It just doesn't like Mondays. I'm Garfield.
Yeah, it's all the breakfast burritos you be eating, bro.
Probably, you know.
It's gonna get to you soon.
Mm-hmm.
You are older than me. Significantly older than me.
Yeah, but I'm married though, so it's okay.
Yeah. Fuck it. Shit. Fuck you, bro. Oh my god. Whatever. I hope you're doing well, bro. Today's been a long day for productivity wise. You know, watched this movie in the morning, worked on my project for a little bit, did my practice test. I'm gonna work on my test tonight after this and after I play a little bit of Minecraft. And then we're gonna review this right now. So it's been a long day. But yeah. I did want to point out though, this comes out on Tuesday, right? Just right now, patrons are watching live. Awesome. They're probably not in here right now, but cool. It's all good. We stream live for patrons every Monday night because they're awesome and they get these episodes early. But just announced right now, guys, Burke, our good old Burke, is going to be doing some 24-hour streamings, and I told him that we were going to plug it as much as we can to help him out. So the first one is set to go up on October 21st, apparently. That is the placeholder date right now. He'll be doing that. So you guys make sure to please go and follow Burke at twitch.tv/BurkeMade. So he's doing 3 of them. October 21st, November 2nd, and November 9th. 3 of them. So you guys go and help him out, guys. Go and follow him. Watch his stuff because he's awesome. We love Burke out here. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So today we're going to be discussing South Korea's The Wailing, directed by
you always got to choose the fucked up names, huh?
Na Hong Jin, and I'm pretty sure I pronounced it completely wrong, but I don't know Korean and I'm so sorry. But look, I'm excited because this is not my first ever South Korean horror film. That was Train to Busan. Loved it. And I'm really excited because I really fucking love this movie. And I can't wait to talk about this movie. So with that being said, your spoiler warning is in effect. And if you don't care about spoilers, then you can go ahead and keep listening. But if you do care, then then you should stop listening. But either way, it's in effect in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mer.
Or like they did it in this movie. Yeah.
No. Stop that.
I wonder what kind of noise we'll be making next week when we watch what's the one we're watching next week? Fucking
What the
Yeah,
fuck did I choose? I forgot what I
I
chose.
forgot what you chose too, bro. This is great, man, and it's not just. But then again, I'm always never looking forward to horror month, right? It's just the 1 month I don't want to talk about. But what's it called? Oh, from what's it called? Scary stories to tell.
Guillermo.
Guillermo.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yes. So produced by Guillermo. So let's go ahead and get into this, man. Let me go ahead and read from our most trusted source, Wikipedia, when we should be reading from IMDb, but whatever. What's it called? The Wailing, or how it's pronounced in Korean, Gokseong, is a 2016 South Korean horror film directed by Na Hong Yin, starring Kwak Do Won, Hwang Jung Min, Chung Wo Hee. The film centers on a policeman who investigates a series of mysterious killings and illnesses in a remote Korean hamlet called Gokseong in order to save his daughter. The film was both a commercial and critical success. Other people I need to give a shout out to: Jang Yong-yu and Dalpalan, who did the musical score. And then, of course, cinematography by Hong Kyung Pyo. And this sits at 2 hours and 36 minutes. And it had a U.S. equivalent budget of $8 million and made $51.3 million.
It's a hit.
It's a hit.
It's a hit.
Yes, sir.
We've learned anything on this show is just make horror movies. You can make a fucking cheap horror movie and make $100 million off it.
Mm-hmm. I want to check something. Yes. Okay. So this is why this movie reminded me of Burning so much. It's the same cinematographer. And he also did Mother for Bong Joon-ho and Snowpiercer for Bong Joon-ho.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
The looking at this movie, it's a pretty movie for sure.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's beautiful. Beautiful. But I've got to say that I'm gonna go ahead and let Brad go first, so that way I can just absolutely blow this movie because I loved it. Go, Brad.
That's scary. Anyways, so I guess I'll go with the good things I liked about it first. So I did like the story very much. I liked the kind of religious aspects, undertones they had, because they had religious undertones in this movie. They even started off with a Bible verse. So, it was kind of one of those. And then they have the three roosters. That's also from the Bible. So this thing had a lot of religious undertones to it.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed the cinematography, the color, acting was good. Sometimes I think some of them overacted, like not the main characters, but some of the side characters here and there.
You mean that?
No, not the zombies, but like the other ones. Like I didn't think the priest,
the shaman,
the priest did well. No, the shaman was good. I expected that from the shaman, like his overreaction, and then you find out he's a piece of shit, which we kind of figured had a gold Rolex and everything. He
always kind of rubbed me off the wrong way this whole movie, and I was like, "There's something about this dude that's not right." Like,
yeah, because you get that whole you got that Southern Baptist preacher thing going on, and he's got like the pimped out rims and shit. You're like, I'm not trusting this motherfucker. But the good thing about this movie is you don't trust any of them. You don't trust the three individuals in this. You don't trust the girl. You don't trust the old Japanese guy, and you don't trust the shaman.
Yeah,
like any of the religious figures, you just don't trust. And unfortunately, it becomes the main guy's undoing because he doesn't trust the woman in this, who turned out to actually been trying to save them. But I really enjoyed the story in this. The only thing I didn't really like on this movie, I thought it was way too fucking long.
Yeah,
it just was long to me.
Yeah. All right. Now, in my humble opinion, this has got to be one of the best surprises I've had this year. We've watched a lot of great movies so far this year because of our months. This one is, wow. I'm just absolutely, astounded at how great this movie is. Like, there's so much going on in this movie. Like, just the overall story, how interesting it is. But there's also this weird, discussion on culture as well. Especially when you look at the fact that the Japanese colonized the Koreans.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this like that whole scene of the rituals, like how it was just so juxtaposing between the Korean way, the Korean culture's ritual, and then the Japanese man's cultural ritual. Like, there's so much incredible stuff. Of course, there's also a discussion on class a lot in here, and there's just, this movie's just so good. It's so freaking good. I love this movie. I think that it's a bit too long, but I think at times I forgot that it was that long, though. I was like,
I didn't like. I realized just some of the pacing of this movie. They could have cut 30 minutes out of this movie.
I just kept watching and watching and it never pulled me away. It never did. Like, I never paused this once. Like, I didn't go use the restroom or anything, dude. I was going and going and going and going, and like, even when that big plot twist at the end happens, right? And you're like, oh, it's the girl, and then no, it's not the girl, and it's like,
and it's always been the Japanese guy. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's like, whoa, and it just like, it keeps on like kind of like, surprising you, man. Like, there's just so much going on in this movie. I love that. Hong Jong. Hold on, what's his name? I exited the thing again. How he sprinkles like humor in the beginning, right? He kind of is trying to level it a bit.
I mean, there's parts where the humor doesn't hit for me, though.
Oh, I thought the funniest
parts of it.
I thought the part that was hilarious was when they were talking about the knife. When he grabs the knife under the thing, and
that was funny. Oh, you should have probably grabbed that with a handkerchief. Yeah,
that's evidence.
But they had the where the naked woman, and they're all screaming in that, and it's supposed to be funny, but it just ended being
scared.
It ended up being too much for me. So,
I didn't think that was supposed to be funny. I
thought it was overacting, in my opinion.
Yeah,
the way they acted was, to me, was supposed to be funny in some form.
Yeah, I thought I was scared. I was scared, but I love this, man. I think that the main actor did a pretty damn good job as well. The shaman, I mean, I think the shaman to me was probably one of the best actors, because he had most of us, pretty convinced the whole time, like, okay,
he wanted to help. I mean, although they did throw in little tidbits here of, he just kept wanting to get paid and get paid and get paid.
Yeah, and then like at the end when the plot twist happened, you're like, oh, this son of a bitch. Where
he comes in and takes the pictures, and you're just like,
oh. Mm-hmm. And then there's a deleted ending that they showed in the deleted scene where he goes and picks up the Japanese man. They get in the car and they leave. So like,
go on to the next town, and because I'm sure the Japanese guy, who's an actual demon of some sort, he just goes to the next town, and basically the pictures, I'm guessing, is kind of stealing their soul. In that retrospect, it's kind of like the old way of thinking, where if you had your picture taken, it would take your soul or something. Something to that effect. And then the shaman was just doing it to make money.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just this movie. So, like, also just the score is great. Just how tense and how creepy that score is. And also just the cinematography, of course. I can't, praise that enough.
I think you're missing the best part of this movie, though, was the little girl just cussing her father out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like the mom, don't call your dad that. You're like,
fuck you!
Fuck you! You're like, damn, little girl's got some balls on her, bro.
I've been like, so Brenda watches with me, and I'm like, if we had a daughter and she did that, I would beat the fucking ghost out of her.
But you also think about the dad, like, he's like, I'm pretty sure I caused this, so like, hell, man, like, can I blame her for telling me this? Like, I'm the one who caused this. But yeah, God, man, but yeah, that little girl was great. She was funny. She's so cool. What's it called? I love how in the beginning, like, how, she finds him having sex, and he's like, what's it called? I'm really sorry. Did you see anything? He goes, oh, I saw everything, but it's whatever.
I've seen it before.
It's whatever. I don't care. And it's like, he goes, it's not the first time. And you just see the dad like, what?
The dad just seems so inept though at points.
Yeah.
Just like when when the house burned down and the lady and then the children were attacking him and the daughter had to bring him a new change of underwear. It's just like, this dude just seems so fucking inept for being a father.
Yeah, it seems like you just don't know what the hell was going on, bro. But yeah, the little girl. But like I was saying about the cinematography, love the lighting, the blues, and the and how those really pop on the screen are beautiful. It really reminds me of the blues in Beautiful Bread. You know how beautifully lit that was. It looks like so beautiful. Like I love that. I think that it adds one of my favorite shots in the movie is when the lady when he meets the lady at the end and she's kind of in the dark and then she kind of walks into the light and you just see the shadow kind of go like that. You're like, oh shit, this is awesome.
Well, and my thing was the lady wasn't too convincing of like, yo, save your family. And it's just like, bitch.
Tell me
you don't hear what's going on in there.
You know what's going on. But I loved every time that little girl was like possessed by the demon. She was just going straight to the refrigerator first.
Oh, that little girl could act. Like,
yeah.
Just that girl fish,
that girl was great. And how she would move when the shaman was putting the stakes in the board.
Yeah.
That whole time I was like, he's got it. He's almost done. Leave her alone. Like the guy's gonna die. And then you're like, well, but then again, you think about it watching the ending, right? You go back and you're like, he knew that girl was gonna stop it. He knew he was gonna stop it. Like, yeah.
Or it was, well, I don't know. That was a different scene once you figure out the shaman's in on it. So does the shaman just stop? Like he just they must have done this enough times where they know once they get to the goat, like the father's just like, nah.
Yeah. Also, just how he like cuts off the chicken, puts the blood, dips his face, and then he's like, and I'm like, oh no,
I'm like, that's some awful voodoo shit going on.
Yeah. One of the nastiest things I seen, and I saw that Nick and Nora's toilet thing.
Yeah, that was gross. That's bad. The gum in the toilet. I thought what made my stomach curdle was when the shaman comes in and the woman's there and she tells him to get out, and then he just has this bloody nose.
Oh yeah,
and then the puke in the blood, and it's just like,
oh man, like y'all went off on the prosthetics. I'm not gonna lie. Like, damn, how you guys got to him to do that? Like, that's cool. But at the same time, what the fuck?
Well, and then the next scene is the dude's on the phone outside and fucking doesn't notice like the dried blood on the ground. Like,
yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying. This father was inept as fuck.
Yep. But yeah, I gotta say this is one of the best movies I've seen this year so far. I love this. Like I said on Twitter, I mean, just South Korean cinema. It never disappoints to me. I think that this has got to be some of the best work I've seen from South Korea, and I love this movie a lot. This movie kind of really has it all for me, and it's not horror in the way where you're like, like, you know, jump scary.
No jump scares or anything. It's yeah.
It's kind of the same feeling I get like from The Witch and stuff like that. It's just horror and like this is fucked up, dude. Like, you know,
there's an anxiety to it.
Yeah, exactly. It's an anxiety to it. It makes you think about like the fact that this is like, well, what if this happened and stuff like this? Like, you know, it has the occult in there. It gives it its horror thematic elements, but it's still kind of, it's not like jump scare. It's just like, this is wild. I can't believe all this is happening. You're just kind of nervous about like what the hell's going to happen next.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got to say for sure the dad was inept as hell. I mean, that dad.
Inept as fuck. Like, I mean, and then to go on, like, and without any provocation, destroy the Japanese dude's home and then kill his dog.
Yeah.
Like, you're just asking to get fucked with.
Yeah.
And that's my thing is like, okay, so either, you know, it's not him or it is him. And either way, it's going to be bad for you. Because one, you're going to look like an asshole if it's not him. And two, if it is him, he's going to fuck you up.
Mm-hmm. Either way, he would have. He's still like his daughter was already possessed at that point, so things were gonna happen eventually.
Yeah.
It's like, but like when when he killed the dog, I was like, ooh. But then the Japanese man did the most gangster shit ever and just went to go put the dog hanging on the fucking at the Hamlet.
No. That wasn't the dog. That was a goat.
Oh, that was a goat.
That was a ram,
Okay.
like a black ram.
Yeah.
The
Ooh.
dog was still inside getting
Was
eaten
that
by
Black
the crows.
Phillip? Was that Black Phillip?
Yeah, in a way.
In a way, it was Black Phillip. But yeah, dude, I was like, okay, damn, Japanese man, you just said no, fuck y'all.
Uh-huh. Which it probably wasn't the Japanese dude. It was probably the shaman. Shaman probably went up there and threw that shit up there.
Yep. But yeah, I've got to say that this was a great movie. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna go ahead and give The Wailing a 9.5 out of 10.
Just a bit too long for my taste. I just feel like 30 minutes could have been cut out of this. So I'll give it a 8.5 out of 10.
All right. What's it called? We've got a little bit left here. We should probably just wait. Hold on. What day is it today? Okay.
Monday.
Yeah, I know, but what day of the week? Okay, cool.
By the way, I won't be on Friday or Saturday.
Friday or Saturday. That's all good. So Thursday, we are going to revisit Borat.
Very nice.
Yeah, hold on. What's it called? The first Borat film.
My wife.
Because then next week is the premiere of Borat 2. So this Saturday for our Saturday morning review is Borat Cultural Learnings of America for Make Benefit Glorious Nation of Kazakhstan.
I can't wait to kidnap Pamela Anderson.
And so that will be our review for this Saturday.
I have a question though. Do you think this is all timed for a very important reason? Like they waited right before the election for this shit?
Yeah, I think so. 100%. 100%. 100%.
Like, do you think like they fucked with Mike Pence in some form?
If they didn't, then that'd
be a surprise. Be a surprise.
I'm telling you, 100%, they had to fuck with somebody in the administration.
Yeah, I'm almost guaranteeing it.
Yeah, because the fact is that we got that first title, and then when we get the like, did they change the title because it was too obvious that they were gonna fuck with Mike Pence, and then they changed it to the what's it called, the title that we have now. So like, I have a feeling that yes, they did fuck with Mike Pence, 100%. So
which will be great to see.
Great to see, yeah. So this weekend we'll be reviewing Borat, and then next weekend will be Borat 2.
Very nice.
Very nice. So this is gonna be the first time I watch it since like 2006, but I'm almost done with it. I've been watching it, but I stopped at probably the best part when they wrestle each other naked. Which, by the way, Amazon has what's it called, censored it.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah, well,
honestly.
Yeah, but it's a lot of meat, a lot of meat.
That's a lot of man there.
Yeah, but as always, I want to thank you all so much for listening to this, watching and listening to this review. As always, make sure that you guys leave a rate and review on your podcast app of choice. Make sure you like, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you guys follow us on twitch.tv/thenerdcore. Yes, please, guys, go and check that out, guys. We're doing some wonderful stuff over there. So we've already done our Veronica movie commentary, but we also, what's it called? I believe the poll for Patreon's already done. So I want to say next week will be our next commentary from October, and then you have an extra one from us. So we got a lot of cool stuff that we're doing. So make sure you guys go and check us out at twitch.tv/nerdcore.
Eventually it'd be the Impaired Files episode with you.
Yep. We got a lot of cool stuff planned for this month. As always, though, you can go check out nerdcore.com for everything that has to do with the Nerdcore. Go find us at the Nerdcore _ on Twitter, the Nerdcore on Instagram, all that wonderful stuff. But as always, we want to thank our Patreon supporters, because the Patreon supporters are the ones that make the show happen. It's all possible because of you all. Thank you all so much. Because of you all, I got an Elgato now. Because of you all, also, I'll be able to get a second monitor so that way I can use my Elgato.
Do you have a desk big enough for that?
For a second monitor, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So hopefully everybody's doing what's it called. Hopefully everyone's doing well, but we love you all so much. We want to give a shout out to our producers and our writers, our associate producers, Cassie and Sarah. Thank you so much for being wonderful people. And our executive producers, Grayson Barker, who you can follow at Grayson Barker 98, Warlord One Bar on Twitter. That's Grayson Barker 98 on Instagram, Warlord One Bar on Twitter. And then we have our wonderful Pardis Jesudasan, who you can follow at Pardis Jesudasan on Twitter. Jesudasen. Go follow Big Papa Pardis.
Big Papa.
And of course, we're going to find Shane, Brad.
You follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/XSRK or on Twitter at XSRK_ or at thriftedil.com.
Awesome. We love our executive producers. We want to thank our writers. Brown Rice 96 on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, whatever you find them in.
Love you, Bryce.
Love you, Bryce. And of course, our wonderful writer, Tony.
Hey, Tony!
You can follow at Real Nerdy Dad on Twitter. Awesome. As always, guys, we hope everyone has a good day. I hope you enjoyed the review. But this is Nerd Chicano. I'm signing off. Bread. Send them out.
All right, Ro. Thank you, as always. Thank you to all our listeners out there, all our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you to everyone who follows us on social media and talks to us during our Twitch streams. It's very important. Keep us entertained. Anyways, thank you guys. Love you all. And adopt a black cat. Young Yoda out.